With the world in chaos, two boys go on a quest to find the ultimate renewable energy source: hydrogen. Welcome to the Hydrogen News Network, where it's hydrogen news all the time. Good evening, and welcome to HNN. With rising gas prices, pollution, and reliance on foreign oil, a new source of energy is necessary to feed the needs of America. And that source is plentiful. In fact, it's hard to open your eyes without seeing it somewhere around you. That's right, hydrogen. We now go to our correspondent, Will Eibel, who will give us some facts on hydrogen. How you doing, Will?
Hello, Brandon. I'm doing fine.
That's great. Now, could you please give the people at home some facts on hydrogen?
Although hydrogen is plentiful, for it to be useful, it has to be pure. Unfortunately, pure hydrogen is almost impossible to find on Earth, so it has to be separated from other elements for later use. One of the ways to accomplish this is through electrolysis, where an electrical current is run through water to separate the hydrogen from the oxygen. Of course, this electricity has to come from somewhere, so hydrogen should be considered primarily a way to store energy. In this sense, it's sort of like a battery.
Thank you, Will. For more information on how to use hydrogen better, I talked to German doctor and professor Hans Wolf. Here's footage from the interview. Everyone, please welcome Mr. Hans Wolf.
Guten Tag.
Mr. Hans Wolf, what is hydrogen exactly used for?
Well, you see, hydrogen is much like the gasoline in today's automobiles, in that it can be used to power the car, much like this one. Now, the way this works is by using a fuel cell, which is sort of like a battery, as was explained by the attractive correspondent a few minutes ago. So, the hydrogen goes in through here, and it is broken up into electron, which goes through here to power electric motor, and into the rest of the atom, which is positively charged. This electrolyte only lets positively charged particles go through, so the hydrogen is allowed to go through here and rejoins with its electron back here. Then they hook up with the oxygen, and that forms water vapor, and that goes out the tailpipe with no pollution. You will generally have many of these fuel cells, so you can power engine.
Thank you, Mr. Hans.
It was my pleasure.
Power is a great idea. It's definitely not perfect. First of all, most of the electricity used for its production comes from the burning of fossil fuels, which still causes pollution. However, the use of hydrogen fuel creates less pollution overall than a gas-powered car, if more electricity starts coming from the renewable energy sources like wind and solar. Then the production and use of hydrogen will have almost no impact on the environment. Another issue is hydrogen production and fuel cell efficiency. The overall efficiency of hydrogen fuel cell is between 38% and 51%. This is better than a gas-powered car, but it's less efficient than a battery-powered electric car. Another issue is access to hydrogen. Where do people fill up their cars? The most obvious solution would be to have a hydrogen station, which would be sort of like a gas station except with hydrogen. This requires infrastructure to support hydrogen. Stations must be built, pipelines must be made to supply the hydrogen to the stations, and there must be a place to create the hydrogen. Hydrogen power seems to have a bright future, but there are many obstacles in the way of creating a world fueled by hydrogen.